Hi, this is Dr. Deepak Chopra, and I'm reporting progress on self-directed biological transformation initiative at the Chopra Center and Foundation. Short acronym SBTI stands for Self-Directed Biological Transformation Initiative, SBTI. So, for those of you who haven't heard about it, here's a little background. The human body has approximately 50 to 200 trillion cells, depending on who you read and what the estimates are. They vary anywhere from 50 to 200 or more trillion cells, more than all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy. What's most interesting is, of course, that only 10% of the cells in our body are human cells. The rest are microbes. So that bacterial colony that makes up 90% of the cells in your body is referred to as the microbiome. And this has become an area of great research. Although the microbiome is only 2 to 3% of your body mass, it is still 90% of the DNA in your body. That's very important to know. Where is this microbiome? It's in your skin, it's in your gut, and all the orifices. It's everywhere. Even the mitochondria in your cells have mitochondrial RNA, which is responsible for cellular respiration. And this mitochondrial RNA is a derivative of microbiomes. It's a descendant of microbes. So you are a few human cells hanging on to a large bacterial colony, and these bacteria actually span the history of evolution. So they go back all the way back to the first microbes, and you can say that your body is an ecosystem of the earth since the beginning of life on earth. What a fascinating thing. Anyway, this microbiome, it responds to everything. It responds to sleep, meditation, emotions, exercise, food, stress levels, hydration, practices of yoga and breathing. So the microbiome, like your genes, is influenced epigenetically, which means that even though we have 23,000 genes and all these other hundreds of thousands of cells, trillions of cells actually, that constitute our microbiome, they're all being influenced by things that we do every day: eating, breathing, digestion, metabolism, elimination, how we experience the world through the five senses, our thoughts, feelings, emotions, desires, imagination, our personal relationships, social interactions are influencing gene expression. And this gene expression includes the human genes, but also the microbial genes. So this led last year to the idea of self-directed biological transformation. Take a group of people, put them for a week through our Perfect Health program, which includes taking certain oils and herbs which are known as adaptogens, taking plant-based fiber to alter the GI microbiome, doing massage to alter the skin microbiome, and then combine it with meditation, yoga, teaching people conscious communication and healthy interaction, and focus on positive emotions such as love, compassion, joy, equanimity. Our initial results showed that within about 3 days of just meditation, the levels of telomerase, which is the enzyme that influences the length of chromosomes, or telomeres, which are buttons at the end of chromosomes, went up by 40%. So we took the same samples and we sent them to colleagues, scientists at Harvard and Mount Sinai, and they looked at gene expression, the human gene expression, and we found that at the cell level, everything moved away from inflammation into the direction of homeostasis or self-regulation. So we looked at cell markers like cytokines, um, cell markers for biological fluid regulation or homeostasis, cell markers for heart health, for brain health, for diabetes, for Alzheimer's, for a number of chronic illnesses. And we found, again, a shift in the direction of homeostasis and self-regulation away from inflammation. Now, you may or may not know that inflammation is considered the background in many chronic illnesses, not only type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular illness, but autoimmune disorders and things like asthma and arthritis, and you name it, even in cancer, most types of cancer, there's a background of inflammation. So anything you can do to decrease inflammation at the cellular level, change gene expression at the cellular level, and move this gene expression in the direction of homeostasis or self-regulation would be considered moving in the direction of healing or activating what we could call the healing system in the body. Our initial evidence shows that this happens just with meditation. Now we combine our perfect health strategies, which are looking at all the things that I mentioned: eating, breathing, digestion, metabolism, elimination, 5 senses, sensory experience, sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell, adaptogens, oils, herbs, massage, conscious communication, positive focus on healthy emotions, good sleep, hydration, and a diet that's free of in petroleum products, which are insecticides, pesticides, GMO foods, anything that's processed, manufactured, refined, a diet that's organic, farm to table, as they say, and mindfulness practices. Combine all this and see what happens. Our collaborators are scientists from Harvard, Mount Sinai, UCSD, Scripps, UCSF. And as I said, the first studies are soon to be published. They're being prepared right now. But this will be a landmark study which will show that except for 5% of disease-related gene mutations, which are fully penetrant, we have immense influence and power to control the behavior of our genes and also the microbiome genes. The genes of the microbiome and the genes of the human cells, they crosstalk. About 25% of the metabolites circulating in our body are actually metabolites of the microbiome. So 25% of the biochemicals circulating in your body are produced by the microbiome in your gut and elsewhere as a result of daily experience, including what you ingest. And this is the way the crosstalk happens between human cells and microbial cells to keep you in a healthy state. The healthiest state, of course, would be the total balance of the ecosystem, which is Earth itself, recycling through your body. And everything influences it, including our mind and emotions. So stay tuned for the results of this study, which is ongoing, and also realize that holistic healing, integrative medicine has now come of age. We have a science and scientific validation for what constitutes holistic health and healing. And we also have now evidence that many diseases are reversible. Dr. Dean Ornish, in his work, had already shown that coronary artery disease is reversible, but we feel that many chronic illnesses, including bronchial asthma, rheumatoid arthritis. Many autoimmune diseases are in fact reversible, and they do this through epigenetics, through changing the microbiome, and through restoring homeostasis. Many people say, what about cancer? Well, we do not recommend that you take only holistic therapies for cancer, because many cancers, not all, but many cancers respond very well to conventional chemotherapy and radiation, a selected number of them. But even in those cases, we can offer complementary treatments which are holistic, which mitigate against the side effects of aggressive chemotherapy. Chemotherapy can be less aggressive and less inflammatory to our cells. And when that is so, we have truly come to a place where we can integrate the best of scientific medicine with the best of holistic medicine or integrative medicine, which is now getting really good scientific validation, including how your mind, your emotions affect your body at a cellular level. So that's my update. More to come.